Crash Team Rumble is a new competitive Crash Bandicoot multiplayer game. A brand new Crash Bandicoot multiplayer game has been announced at the Game Awards 2022. Crash Bash Rumble is a chaotic, competitive 4v4 platforming game where players team up to collect Wumpa Fruit. It's coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One next year. Crash Team Rumble is an upcoming multiplayer online battle arena video game developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision, slated for release in 2023. The game is the third in the party genre in the Crash Bandicoot series, and features several members of its cast as playable characters. The gameplay pits two teams of players against each other as they stockpile Wumpa Fruit while impeding the opposing team's efforts. The game is a team-based 4v4 action game where each team must capture more Wumpa Fruit for their Wumpa Bank than the other and capture key points around the map. Each character has their own unique abilities and skills to use against the opposing team. It isn't overly common to have a deeply immersive story with these sorts of brawler games, especially ones that revolve around Wumpa Fruits and comprehensive stages. That said, we can't say for certain what Crash Team Rumble will entail, as anything could happen in this case. Take Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory, for example. That was a rhythm-based spin-off of the main series, and yet it was unexpectedly integral to the overall plotline, weirdly enough. The point is, Crash Team Rumble could very well feature an in-depth story of sorts to go alongside its textbook platform brawler blueprint. Going by the series' history, though, I wouldn't count on it being anything revolutionary. It's a run-of-the-mill heroes versus villains scenario, and it assembles all the pieces to be just that, and we're all for it. Crash Team Rumble is a team-based 4 vs 4 multiplayer online battle arena in which a number of Crash Bandicoot characters are playable, including Crash, Cortex, Coco, Dingodile, Brio, and Tawna. Players must capture more Wumpa Fruit than the other team to claim victory. In addition to depositing their own Wumpa Fruit at a drop-off zone, players must also defend their opponent's drop-off zone to prevent them from depositing their own supply. Each character has unique skills and abilities with which to battle the opposing team. The game features cross-platform play. Little has been given away as far as gameplay details go, yet there has been enough to get a general gist of what to expect come launch day. Think along the lines of Crash Bash, and you've got yourself the basic outline of Toys for Bob's spiritual successor, vibrant, chaotic, and absurdly entertaining, to say the least. From what we've seen of the game so far, players can expect a plethora of nostalgic backdrops, in which teams will utilize as a battleground to fight, strategize, and harvest Wumpa Fruits for the chance to tilt the balance of power in either one of two directions. This will, of course, come smothered in the series' signature platforming mechanics, with which combatants will need to learn to master to be able to snag the upper hand and jolt for the win. To add, each character will also have unique skills and abilities, which will no doubt play a huge role during the planning phases of the aforementioned battles. A Crash Bandicoot game would never be a Crash Bandicoot game without its titular protagonist, so Crash's inclusion in Crash Team Rumble was always going to be a foregone conclusion. Featuring prominently within the announcement trailer, it's possible that like the series' other spin-offs, Crash Team Rumble could have its own underlying story alongside its multiplayer focus, and Crash would be the obvious choice of the game's protagonist. Beyond this, fans of the series may just be happy and reassured that their favorite Bandicoot is still alive and well on the gaming scene. Crash Team Rumble is an upcoming team-based action video game published by Activision and developed by Toys for Bob. It is currently scheduled for release in 2023 and will be available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X, S.